Hello everyone, Omar32 here. Got a new unboxing for you. This is the NZXT Phantom 530 case from NZXT. This is the white version of this case. So let's look on the right side of the box. This case comes in three colors, which is black, white, and red. And choose your weapon, whatever. On the back, they're highlighting some features. The 10-port integrated fan hub, the single channel 30-watt fan controller, a signature rear I/O LED, if you can see all of these, support for up to three 200mm fans, two on top and one in the front, supports the Kraken X40, Kraken X60, and fully modular interchangeable hard drive cages. So on the other side, we have the specs. I'll just get it closer so you can see everything. Cooling and clearance and warranty of 2 years. So let's get this bad boy out of its box. I'm pretty excited because this is my first attempt at owning a full tower case. I've only owned mid-tower cases, and basically I've only owned the CM690 series of cases. I've owned the CM691 and the CM692, which is my current case. But as of this instant, as of unboxing this case, I'm going into the NZXT territory and the full tower case. So here's hoping I get what I paid for. So let me try and get this out. Okay, let's try and get it out. Here's hoping it's in one piece because it's traveled about 5,000 miles. About 3,000 miles, not 5,000. Because I brought this with me from my trip to Thailand. And here's hoping it's in good shape. So let's put it like this. So it's right side up. There we go. Everything's intact. I hope. I believe everything's intact. So let's get moving. So it comes with a QuickStart guide. Here's the table of contents. Here's an exploded view of the case, which is very, very handy if you're a first-time case builder or PC builder. It includes the components and the clearance and specs component list and everything you'll basically need from a case. So let's check out what's also in the pouch warranty terms. And I think this is a brochure. Yes, it's a brochure from NZXT. As you can see, Geek is in. The NZXT 820, Switch 810, and their range of power supplies. So let's put all of these on the side. I don't need the QuickStart guide because I'm pretty experienced with building my PCs. So as you can see, guys, this is the side panel with the window, which is a very large plexi window. And this mesh includes a mount for a 140mm fan. So let's get this panel off with these handy thumb screws. Let's take a look at what's inside. So as you can see, we've got a whole bunch of stuff over here. So let's take a look at each feature on its own. So as you can see, we've got these three 5¼ inch drive bays with the toolless mechanism, which is made of steel. Thankfully, no more plastic toolless drive bay holders. So as you can see, we've got three of these. They're pretty hard, pretty sturdy. They will last you a very, very long time. And now let's look at the modular hard drives. So as you can see, the modular hard drive is made of 3, 2, and 1. You can adjust these with whatever configuration you desire. You can make it 2, 3, 1. You can make it 1, 2, 3. You can make it with whatever you need. You can remove all of them. You can keep the 2. You can keep the 3. You can keep the 1. You can keep the 2 and 3 and remove the 1. You can keep the 1 and the 2 and remove the 3. Whatever you want to do, it's modular. Change it to your heart's content. On the 3 drive bay, you can see that there is a fan mount which supports a 100 and 140 millimeter fan, and this pivots to a 45-degree angle if you so desire. As you can see, we've got a very large CPU cooler cutout, and we've got nicely made rubber grommets for cable management. We've got the front I/O connector, and thankfully NZXT includes pre-installed motherboard standoffs for ATX motherboards. If you've got an eATX or a micro ATX board, you can easily change the standoffs to whichever location is corresponding to your motherboard size. And also, we have a fan mount location. This is a 120 millimeter fan mount with a power supply mount on its left. You've got these nice 6 rubber legs that will lift your power supply up to get a little bit of airflow from inside the case as well as from the outside. This area supports up to a 240 millimeter rad or 120 millimeter fan. Let's look at the back side. So this is the back view. It includes a pre-installed 140 millimeter fan, a cutout for your I/O shield, 8 PCI slots, 2 rubber grommets, and a location to place your power supply. So let's take a look at these features up close. For the fan, you've got these sliding fan holes, so you can slide your fan up and down. It supports a 140 millimeter fan and a 120 millimeter fan. And on the side, if you can see, the mesh is bombade outside instead of inside, touching the fan fins, which causes a lot of vibration. This reduces the chances of having vibrations caused by the fan. Over here, the I/O shield will be placed, and we've got these nice ventilated PCI slots. We've got 2, 4, 6, and 8 PCI slots, 2 rubber grommets if you desire to install your water cooling loop outside of your case, and a power supply, bottom mounted power supply position. The case also includes 2 fan filters on the bottom, one for the dual 120 millimeter fan mounts and one for the power supply fan. And we've got nice padded rubber legs, which are completely dirty by now, and they are of very nice height, so you get nice airflow at the bottom of your case. And now let's look at the other panel, and let's look at the cable management features of this case. So as you can see, this is the other side panel. This case features a rather peculiar feature, which is the hard drives go out from this side of the case, the back side of the case, not the other way around. So if you need to pop out one of your hard drive cages, you just click on these and it's out. You can easily start your modular drive cage configuration by just removing these thumb screws and adjusting it the way you want it. So over here, if we get a little bit of a close-up, you'll see we have two nice features that are a signature of this case series, which are a SSD bracket on the back and a 10 fan 30 watt maximum fan controller, which is controlled by a button on the top of the case, which I'll show you in just a minute. And as you can see over here, we've got a ton of cable management holes. We've got here and here and here and here and here, over here, over here, and over here, over here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24, and 25. We've got 25 cable management holes. That's an incredible number of cable management holes. If we go to the top of these pre-installed case connectors, you'll see that NZXT has included twist ties instead of zip ties, which is a very functional feature, because zip ties, you just install them and they're meant for permanent use. Twist ties is more oriented towards the PC builder who keeps on changing his components, which is partly what I am, and what most of the PC builders will do. Eventually, every couple of months, they need to change a certain component, and they have to break off the zip ties and install new ones. Twist ties just removes the hassle of doing that. You just untwist it and then twist it right back. So after removing the box that was included in one of the drive cages, we found that NZXT covers you with most, if not all, of the screws you'll ever need with your case. We've got case fan screws, we've got motherboard standoffs, we've got the tool to install your standoffs, we've got zip ties, we've got regular case fan screws, we've got more standoffs if you need them, if you need to add to the already pre-installed standoffs. So NZXT's got you covered all the way through your build. So looking at the front panel, you'll see we have a huge door with a huge mesh on the bottom, which includes a 200 millimeter pre-installed fan with a fan filter on the inside, which is removable and can be cleaned easily. So if we open the door, which is a magnetized door, this is a plastic door, you'll see we have the three 5¼ inch drive bays, which are very, very easy to remove. They are toolless. You just click on this and it's off. And cleverly tucked in is the reset switch, which you can't click by accident in any way possible, except if you keep the front of the case open all the time, which would be rather weird if you do that. So removing the front panel reveals the 200 millimeter fan. It also reveals the reset switch and an LED installed by NZXT, which lights up the left bezel, the left black bezel, which lights up in the blue color. I think that's what it lights up with. So on the front, you have support for dual 140, dual 120, a single 200 millimeter fan, and that's pretty much it for the front of the case. So let's take a look at the top. So taking a look at the top, we have a nice mesh at the back. If you can see all of it, it's got this curved triangular shape. And if we zoom in on the right side, you can see we have two USB 3.0. We've got microphone, headphone, microphone, power button on the left side. We've got a 3-step fan controller and the rear I/O LED switch. So removing the top panel reveals two important features of this case. The first is the ability to install two 200mm fans on top, or you can install two 140mm fans, or you can install three 120mm fans. So this adds to the cooling potential of the case, and you can have a very large capacity if you want to do custom water cooling. So you've got a 360mm rad mount over here. You've got a 280mm radiator mount. You've got a 140mm or 120mm rad mount on the back. You have a 120mm rad on the bottom, or you can have a 240mm rad on the bottom. You have space for front mounted radiators of up to 280mm radiators. So you can install radiators in four total positions in this case. So thanks for watching, everyone. This was Omar32. I hope you've enjoyed this video. These case reviews, unboxings and reviews are very hard to make. I'm sorry if I made it a long video. I just wanted to do an in-depth look at this case. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thank you for bearing with me. Subscribe for more videos, unboxings, tutorials, and guides. Peace out, guys.